Live from the Michael J. O'Brien Court inside Pascack Hills High School, where a mostly student crowd has gathered. They've been gathering since just about an hour ago, and now they are ready to see one of the greatest rivalries in Bergen County sports. It's the Pascack Valley Panthers traveling those few miles from Hillsdale here to Montvale to take on the Pascack Hills Broncos. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matthew Merlino. We've got just about a minute until they start doing the PA announcements, so let's give it over to our wonderful PA announcer, Paul Henry.
The Broncos of Pascack Hills take on the Panthers of Pascack Valley High School. In order for this game to go to possession, it's expected that you will demonstrate good sportsmanship, that you will accept the decisions of the officials, and that you will do nothing to jeopardize the safety of players, coaches, officials, or other spectators. There will be a zero tolerance to any bad involved at another player, coach, or referee, and the high school student athletes competing today deserve the respect of everyone in attendance. There's absolutely no eating or drinking in the gym. The ability to provide these support from quality moves for those watching this game. We thank you for your anticipated cooperation for making this an enjoyable competitive experience for all. And now, the starting line for the Panthers. Number 42, Devin Turner. And now the group formerly known as Pregame. Here are your 2022-23 Pascack Hills Broncos. At guard, number 2, Paul Christianity. At guard, number 3, Justin O'Keefe. At guard, number 15, David Whitmore. Forward number 23, Tyler Sanders. And forward number 24, Nick Leffin. The Broncos are in Paul Rico, Mrs. 5, Mr. Michael O'Brien, Mr. Matt Brady, and Mr. Josh Wilson. Your district for tonight's game are Mr. Danny Bermudez, Mr. Charles Prima, Mr. Rich Lustig. At this time, basketball, please rise, remove their hats, and we listen to the Pascack Hills Chamber Choir sing our national anthem.
Whose was stripes and bright
And so once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are very pleased to welcome you to the Michael J. O'Brien Court inside Pascack Hills High School for one of the best rivalries in Bergen County as the Pascack Hills Panthers take on the Pascack Hills Broncos. Once again, a very good evening to all of you. I'm Matthew Merlino, and tonight it's time for what we hope to be a very good game. Both teams are now finishing their final pregame pep talks. We've got 8 minutes on the clock. We'll have at least a total of 32 minutes played today and possibly more if we get a close one. So here come the Panthers, the Broncos already on the court. In the middle for Valley, it looks to be Jimmy Shea, number 10, and in the middle for Pascack Hills, it is number 23, Tyler Sanders. We're ready to go here. We thank you for joining us on the PH Athletics YouTube channel, which is your home for Pascack Hills sports. We're ready to get underway. Ball goes up and it goes Valley's way. It's going to be Michael Crisqualo with it here for the Panthers, covered by Justin Onikian, number 3. He's going to give it over to number 24, Trevor Kirkby, and now back out to Crisqualo. And now over to number 1, Christian Vargas. He's going to give it over to Jimmy Shea. Now back to Crisqualo. Now back to Shea. And over to Vargas again. He's going to give it into 42, Devin Menker. He'll take it around, gives it out to Vargas here. Already burned just about 40 seconds here as Vargas gives it over to Kirkby. Kirkby over to Crisqualo, now Vargas, and I'll give it into Menker. He gives it back out to Vargas. Big block there from Onikian, but it stays with the Panthers. And Shea's got it now. He's going to give it over to Vargas. 7 minute burned already. He's going to give it out very quickly there to Kirkby, who puts up the layup and gets it. So the first points of the game go to Pascack Valley here. They lead 2-0. Cole Piscotti starting at point guard here. He takes it up, number 2. He'll give it over to Onikian. Oh, sorry, that was David Weidmuller. He started at forward today, number 15, and now it's Onikian, who gives it back over now to Tyler Sanders. Pulls up from the foul line and no good. Goes out of bounds, and it'll go the Panthers' way here. Into Christian Vargas, and the Panthers will reset. And over now to Crisqualo. Now it is Jimmy Shea up top of the key, covered by Luckman. Back over to Vargas, and now Crisqualo. And now back to Shea, gives it into, that was Menker who couldn't put it in. It was also Crisqualo who couldn't put it in on the tip. And now Onikian's got it. Justin Onikian crossing over, gives it over to Sanders. Now it is Luckman. Puts one up. No good there, and it goes down Valley's way. Here's Menker, who gives it up to Vargas. Now over to Kirkby. He puts one up and good. So it's a 4-0 lead for the Panthers. Cole Piscotti taking it up the court, covered by Vargas here. Crossing over behind the back, gives it over to Sanders. Now back to Weidmuller up on the top of the key. He gives it over to Onikian. Onikian gives it back out to Luckman, who puts up a 3 and gets it! 4-3 now in a 1-point game. So it is Vargas who will take it up for Valley here. All of a sudden leading by 1. They were leading by 4 a few moments ago. Vargas still with it. Gives it into Shea. Oh! Luckman fell, and he gets the layup. And a little bit of celebrating there from Vargas in the face of Luckman. Here comes Onikian down 3. Now Sanders, another 3 to tie, no good. Shea, quick up to Vargas. On the fast break layup, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and it goes Hills' way. Sanders on the inbound. He gives it into Onikian, and he'll give it back to Sanders. Started at center today. He's used to being a forward, at least in the games that I've seen him. Luckman gives it over to Onikian. Crosses over, gives it out to Weidmuller. 3 to tie, no good. But Onikian brings it down. And Onikian signals for Weidmuller to come, gives it to Luckman. Now over to Sanders. He's going to put one up, short two, and it's good. Back to a 1-point game here, 6 to 5. So it is Menker. Now over to Vargas. Into Shea, and he gets it. Big three from Sanders, and it's no good. Now it's Menker. Shea will give it over to Vargas here. He'll drop back a little bit with 3 minutes to go. He'll give it over to Menker now. And over to Vargas, who gives it out to Menker. From the wing, the three is good. And it's 11 to 5 now, Valley leads. Here's Onikian taking it up. Crosses over, then gives it out to Piscotti. Oh, lost it there, but Luckman got it. Gives it over to Sanders on the wing. Now back over to Onikian up top of the key. Luckman puts one up, contested three, no good. Weidmuller brings it down. He puts a tough layup up, but he gets it. And so back to a 4-point game here. Here is Christian Vargas. He takes it up the court. Menker now over to Vargas. Oh, foul is going to be called here. First one of the game, and it's going to be on Cole Piscotti. 2 shots coming for Christian Vargas here. Good on the first one to make it a 5-point lead. Second one is no good, but it's brought back down, and the layup after is good by Trevor Kirkby. And that will make it a 7-point lead. Here's Cole Piscotti. Gives it over to Sanders. Puts one up, a long two, it's no good. And brought down by Menker. Oh, Piscotti on the floor. Vargas lost it, stays with Valley. Now it is Chris Kalu on the inbound, double covered, gives it out to Shea, and now Menker. Oh, big steal by Justin Onikian. He'll take it up all by himself. No good on the layup, however, and it's brought down by Valley. Vargas up to Menker, puts one up, and good. Piscotti takes it in, 16-7, the score, a 9-point lead. And Piscotti over to Onikian, gives it out to Weidmuller. Now it is Luckman who has it, and now Piscotti. Onikian now in the wing, now gives it over to Weidmuller up top of the key. Spins around, puts one up, and gets it. A nice play from David Weidmuller, and that makes it 16-9. So Vargas will take it up for Pascack Valley here, the Panthers. He's going to give it over to Chris Kalu. Now back over to Vargas quickly. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Here it is, a 7-point lead for the Panthers. Vargas still with it, now gives it over to Devin Menker. And now it is Chris Kalu again. Tried to get out of the coverage, but couldn't. Now Menker had a wide open three, didn't take it. Now it looks like Vargas will take it down to 10 seconds to get the last shot. Chris Kalu holds on to it for a little bit, then gives it back to Vargas. Now over to Menker. 20 seconds to go, back to Vargas. coming down to 15 here. Once they hit 10, there they go. 10 seconds left. Menker puts one up. No good, no foul. Weidmuller keeps it in to end the quarter, puts one up. No good. And so end of the first quarter here, it is 16-9. The Pascack Valley Panthers lead the Pascack Hills Broncos. We'll be back in just a moment here for our second quarter. We are back, ready for 8 more minutes before halftime here. It is 16-9. The Panthers lead the Broncos here, and it looks like it will be the Broncos on the inbound. Justin Onikian has it. So Onikian will give it into Piscotti. Piscotti over to Onikian here on the wing. Now drives in. Pass tipped out of bounds. Stays with the Broncos, I believe. And it does. So Onikian is on the inbound once again. He's going to give it out to Weidmuller here. Now Onikian. Back over to Piscotti. Back over to Weidmuller on the wing. Now cross court to Onikian. Tried to give it to Sanders, went out of bounds. It stays with Hills. Now Onikian gives it over to Sanders here. Luckman puts up the contested 2. It's no good, and it's Shea bringing it down. And another layup good for Pascack Valley. Christian Vargas will make it a 9-point lead. Here is Cole Piscotti, who takes things up. He's going to give it over to Onikian. Tries to find a way around, can't do it. Gives it over to Luckman, then gets it back. Crosses over, drives in, now out to Sanders in the corner. 3 is good! So it is now a 7-point game as Connor Higgins, who is in for the first time tonight for the Panthers, brings it up. He gives it over to Vargas. Higgins comes in for Menker, and now Kirkby has it, Trevor Kirkby. And now Vargas with it, Christian Vargas in the corner, now back over to the wing. He's covered by Piscotti. Trying to call out a play here, signaling where for Higgins to go, crosses over. Oh, tipped. Sanders tried to tip it, but Shea got it anyway. Then it goes out of bounds, and it goes Hills' way. Onikian will have it on the inbound. Looks like he'll give it into Cole Piscotti here. 6 minutes, 20 to go before the half. And it is a 6-point game here, 18-12. Here's Onikian. Gives it over to Weidmuller now. Oh, tried to give it out to Sanders. Somehow kept it in. And now Onikian has it. Crosses over, gives it over to Luckman on the wing. Looking for a shot here. Now gives it over to Onikian. Back over to Weidmuller, the big man. He's going to drive in, puts a layup up, and good! So it is now a 4-point game. Here comes Hills trying to get back. They need some defense here to solidify the lead. And now Vargas with it now, gives it over to Kirkby. Gave it back in. Foul and one. Jimmy Shea makes it, and we'll get another basket and a second team foul on Pascack Hills, and it will be on Tyler Sanders, his first. One shot here for Jimmy Shea. If he makes it, we're back to a 7-point game. No good, and brought down by Weidmuller. Just a 6-point lead. 5 minutes to go before the half. And now Sanders with a very contested two, and he gets it. That was a long two from the top of the key. Nevertheless, Tyler Sanders isn't phased. And now Vargas takes it up again for the Panthers here. He's going to give it over to Criscalo. And now Higgins. Ooh, gave it in there, but it was Kirkby who couldn't put it up. Now after another few passes, Vargas puts one up from the wing. No good. Another foul. Another and one for Jimmy Shea, his second in a row. Foul's going to be on Luckman, third team foul, and the first for Luckman, and another one for Shea trying to avenge the missed one last time. And it's now a 7-point game once again. Here's Onikian who takes it up. 4 minutes, 40 to go. And now Sanders over to Luckman in the corner. Back over to Sanders, and now Weidmuller up top. Weidmuller, another layup, this time no good. And now Shea tried to give it up. Out of bounds goes Hills' way. Here's Onikian, gives it into Piscotti. And Piscotti over to Onikian. He's going to give it out to Piscotti again, now in the wing. Back over to Sanders, now Weidmuller. Oh, a big block from Shea, but a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for Weidmuller. And the foul will be on Michael Criscalo here, first for the Panthers, and so it is his first personal foul as well. Weidmuller for 2 from the line. He makes both. It would be a 5-point game. Made the first, so the lead down to 6 here. Can he cut it one more? No good on the second, and it's rebounded by Higgins, who will take it up for the Panthers. And he gives it over to Shea. Shea out to Higgins again, now back to Criscalo. And now it is Christian Vargas who has it. About 3 minutes 45 to go. Here's Criscalo. He gives it over to Higgins. Now it is Vargas who has it. No good from Shea. Criscalo gets it back. He can't get it. And Piscotti gets it off the tip out from Tyler Sanders. Weidmuller puts a layup up. A very nice job from David Weidmuller, and a timeout for Pascack Valley here. We'll be back in a short moment. And we are back now with 3 minutes 20 seconds to go before halftime here. It is a 4-point game, 23-19 is the score, as Pascack Valley, the Panthers, with the ball and in control of the game. Here's Vargas, now double covered, gives it over to Shea. And now a three from the wing, good from Connor Higgins. That makes it a 7-point game once again. And now Piscotti over to Onikian. And he's going to make a layup. So it's down to a 5-point lead. Vargas over to Higgins. Now Eli Karolewicz, who is in. He's got it again, now gives it over to Higgins. Another three, this time no good. Tipped back up and gave it over to Vargas. Karolewicz, some nice passes there, and another layup from Jimmy Shea. Back to a 7-point lead, 2 minutes to go. Here is Sanders. He gives it over to Weidmuller. Corner three is good. Down to a 4-point game now. And it's Higgins who takes it up for the Panthers. Now over to Karolewicz. Vargas gives it over to Higgins. Now into Kirkby. Karolewicz for three from the corner. Another one. 31-24, minute 40 to go. Piscotti. So Onikian now, he gives it out to Piscotti on the wing. Now over to Weidmuller. Resets. Foul call here. Looks like it'll be on Higgins, and it is his first and the second team foul. Now Onikian gives it back out to Weidmuller all the way on the other side of the court. And now a minute 15 to go with Sanders, no good from the corner. As Vargas, no good on the layup, goes out of bounds and it goes the Broncos' way. So it'll be Sanders on the inbounds. Panthers coach talking a little bit with the ref, as now a minute to go. Piscotti with it, spun around there, now puts a tough one up, no good. Luckman can't bring it down. Here's Shea. Gave it over to Higgins, who makes a layup 45 seconds before halftime. And it's a 9-point lead. Piscotti over to Sanders here. Sanders puts one up, no good the long two, and Shea brings it down again, 30 seconds to go. Higgins puts one up, is going to be fouled. 24.1 seconds remain. And that was Luckman's second foul, fourth team foul for the Broncos. 2 shots here from Connor Higgins. No good on the first one. In comes the substitution for Valley. Michael Kriskalu comes in for Eli Karolewicz. No good on either of them, but Kriskalu brings it back down. Higgins over to Vargas. 15 seconds to go, they'll get the last shot. Double coverage, Vargas over to Shea. Into Higgins, wide open layup. Now 5 seconds to go. Weidmuller in double coverage, tries to put it up. No good, no foul. Actually, a travel's going to be called. Doesn't matter though, we'll go to halftime. The score 35-24. It's the Pascack Valley Panthers who lead the Pascack Hills Broncos. We'll be right back in just about 10 minutes here at halftime. We thank you for joining us so far. We still have 16 minutes of basketball to go. And we welcome you back for 16 more minutes of basketball here. Score is 35-24. The Pascack Valley Panthers lead the Pascack Hills Broncos. It is the Panthers who will start the second half with the ball. Connor Higgins will take it up. Higgins will give it over to Shea. And now Chris Kalu gave it into number 24, Trevor Kirkby. And now back to Chris Kalu here. Now it is Higgins into Kirkby, tipped out, and it goes the other way. Luckman gives it back to Weidmuller. Weidmuller crossing over, gives it over to Piscotti. Piscotti over to Sanders. Sanders gives it over to Weidmuller, and now it is Onikian who has it. Onikian over to Piscotti. Piscotti spinning around, puts one up, and one for Cole Piscotti. He has the chance to make it a 8-point game here. Fouls on Christian Vargas, his first of the game and the first team foul of the half for the Panthers. The fouls reset at halftime. And Piscotti does make it. So it's an 8-point lead for the Panthers here. Chris Kalu, he's going to give it over to Vargas. Vargas still holding on to it, crosses over. Now gives it out to Higgins, over to Chris Kalu. Now back to Higgins here, covered by Onikian. Vargas, Higgins tried to give it into Kirkby. Vargas the three, and no, it went out. Hit the top of the backboard basket, does not count. And so Piscotti takes things up. Sanders over to Luckman. Luckman, and he's got it. Long two from Nick Luckman there. And it's 35-29. A big foul there. And it is going to be on Weidmuller, his first of the game. It looks like it'll be two from the line for Trevor Kirkby here. And he gets it. Back to a 7-point game to make it an 8-point game here. He does not. Out of bounds. Goes the Broncos' way. No foul. As you might have heard Broncos coach Paul DeRico calling for. Onikian takes it up now on the wing. Gives it to Sanders in the corner. Puts one up, long two, it is no good, out of bounds, stays with the Broncos. Here's Onikian, gives it out to Luckman. Gives it out to Piscotti now on the wing. Gets a screen from Weidmuller, puts one up, no good, tried to get his own rebound, he couldn't. Luckman couldn't get it, and now it goes the other way. Jimmy Shea. Now corner three, good! From Christian Vargas, and it's a 10-point lead for Valley. Here's Vargas, Cole Piscotti. Now Tyler Sanders. He gives it over to Luckman, long two, good. Eight-point game here. There's now Vargas. He'll give it over to Kirkby now. Kirkby over to Shea. Now it is Chris Kalu over to Higgins for three. Good from the top of the key. That makes it an 11-point game now. And it's Onikian. puts one up and good. No foul called as Onikian goes on the floor. It's a 9-point game. Here's Vargas. Gives it over to Higgins. Now it's Criscalo. Now Shea gives it over to Kirkby quickly on the wing. Now back to Vargas, about 4 minutes to go. No good there. Rebounded by Shea and he gets a layup. Back to an 11-point lead. Onikian takes things up. Ooh, lost it there, travel. Inbound here for the Panthers. It is Higgins who gives it into Vargas. Back over to Higgins, back over to Vargas, cross court. Now here comes Vargas. Vargas still with it, now Kirkby. No, oh good, on the 2 from Trevor Kirkby there, and it's 46-33. Piscotti over to Onikian. Gets the screen from Luckman, now gives it out to Weidmuller here. Onikian. Now it's Luckman. Weidmuller puts the screen. Now a 3 from the wing, and it's good from Nick Luckman. That will make it a 10-point game here. And now Higgins gives it over to Vargas. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Vargas gives it over to Kirkby. Now out to Vargas. Puts one up from the foul line. A lot of bounces and it goes in. Now Piscotti gives it over to Sanders. They'll give it back to Luckman. Luckman crossing over, looking for a way around, gives it out to Onikian. Now Onikian puts one up, in and out, no good. All the way up, fast break to Higgins. No good on the layup, and brought down by Sanders. Here's Luckman, cross court to Weidmuller, fakes out a man, and the 3! Timeout for the Panthers here, as Jimmy Shea, who tried to intercept the pass, fell right in front of me here at the commentator stand. And now it is a 9-point game. We'll be back in just a moment. Ready to get back to it now. Exactly 2 minutes remain here in the third quarter. 48-39 is the score. The Panthers lead the Broncos, and they've got the ball. Christian Vargas gives it over to Connor Higgins here. Higgins gives it over to Criscalo. And now over to Shea, who gets it. Layup and one. Jimmy Shea is third. Foul is on Weidmuller, his second. And John Stewart will come in for David Weidmuller here. One shot for Jimmy Shea. And Shea makes it. 51-39 the score. 9 minutes to go. Minute 43 in the quarter. Goes out. Stays with the Broncos here. Onikian gives it over to Piscotti. Back to Onikian now. Onikian over to Sanders. Long two from the wing. It's no good. Out of bounds, and it stays with the Broncos. Here is Justin Onikian. Gives it over to Luckman. Puts one up and good from Nick Luckman. Chris Kalu gives it into Christian Vargas here. Now it is Higgins. Gives it over to Chris Kalu now. Over to Shea. Puts one up. No good. Tried to tip it back in. No good. And now Sanders has it. Or no, my apologies. That's Nick Luckman. With under a minute to go. Puts one up. Long three is good. So it's a 7-point game here. 40 seconds remain in the third. Connor Higgins takes it up for Valley. Gives it over to Vargas. Timeout here from Pascack Valley. We'll be back in a moment. .4 seconds remain here in the third quarter. It is a 7-point game here. Valley with the ball now. Christian Vargas will take it in and take it up. Vargas crossing over, trying to find a way around Piscotti. 15 seconds to go. Coming down to 10. Now Vargas gives it over to Shea. Questionable call. Foul. And it looked like Vargas might have traveled, but no call. There is a foul, though. I believe it is on Tyler Sanders. It is, and it is his second foul. 2 shots here from Jimmy Shea. Shea will miss the first one. We stay at a 7-point game. 5.8 seconds to go in the third quarter of action. And the second one is good, so it's an 8-point game. Here's Onikian. Puts one up to end the quarter, no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, score 52-44. It's the Pascack Valley Panthers who lead the Pascack Hills Broncos. We'll be back in just a moment. Back on the court come both the Pascack Hills Broncos and the Pascack Valley Panthers. The Broncos down by 8. They'll have the ball here. Justin Onikian has it. And Onikian gives it into Cole Piscotti. Spins around, gives it over to Onikian now. Puts one up and good from Justin Onikian there to make it a 6-point game. And now Vargas takes it up. Here's Chris Collins into Shea. Big block! And Stewart brings it down. Now Cole Piscotti gives it over to Onikian. Gives it over to Luckman, long two, no good. And it's Vargas who gives it up to Shea. Into Vargas. Can't get it. Foul going to be called here, it looks like. And it is. It's going to be on Onikian, his first and the 4th team foul for the Broncos. 7 team fouls, and that will make it a bonus for Pascack Valley. 10 team fouls, it's a double bonus. First shot good from Christian Vargas. And the second shot is good. We're back to an 8-point game. Sanders back to Onikian off the inbound. 7 minutes to go. Gives it back over to Sanders now on the wing. Gives it to Stewart. And now Luckman. Onikian over to Luckman once again. Now back to Onikian, top of the key. Stewart over to Sanders. Sanders, long two, it's no good. Gets his own rebound. Out to Luckman. 3, no good there. Sanders gets the rebound. Luckman, second try, no good. And now it is Shea who brings it down. So here's Vargas who will bring it up. And now Higgins over to Kirkby. Oh, he's gonna fall. And Onikian gets it. Back up the court for the Broncos. In the corner to Stewart. Now Luckman again. Fake the 3, puts up the 2, it's no good. And now Shea. Higgins, with 6 minutes to go, will take it up. Three is good from Vargas in the corner. 57-46. Onikian gives it over to Piscotti. Now Stewart. And now Onikian. Oh, it's going to be fouled. Trying to go up. Onikian should go to the line for 2. And he will. It'll be a foul on Jimmy Shea, his first. The second team foul for the Panthers. Onikian misses the first. Makes this one, it'd be a 10-point game. Second one is good. So we are at a 10-point game here, 5 minutes 30 to go. Higgins takes it up. Now it is Kriskalu. Crosses over. Gives it to Higgins now, over to Vargas. Ooh, Vargas almost fell, got back up. Wasting as much clock as possible, down to 5 seconds. As now it is Kirkby. And now Jimmy Shea with it. He's going to give it over to Higgins. Higgins into Kriskalu, tried to give it out to Shea. He couldn't haul it in. It is Onikian who will give it into Piscotti. Piscotti over to Sanders, corner 3, good! 7-point game here. Now Higgins, Vargas takes it up. Christian Vargas with it for Pascack Valley. He's going to give it over to Kirkby. He'll give it on the handoff to Jimmy Shea again. Back over to Michael Criscala. Now it's Kirkby, gives it over to Higgins. Luckman in there. Ooh, foul. And it will be on Luckman, his third. A 15 foul for the Broncos here in this half. 2 more and they'll activate the bonus. Now Higgins on the inbound will give it back to Vargas. 4 minutes to go. Gives it over to Higgins. Up to Shea now. Back over to Vargas. Now Shea. Back over to Higgins. Now Vargas again. Ooh, Vargas. Still got it though. Now gives it over to Higgins. Under 4 minutes to go. Shea back to Vargas here. Gives it back over to Shea. Higgins, Vargas, Shea again. Still Vargas. They're passing it all over the place, trying to waste clock. Criscala now with it. Gives it back over to Higgins. Now Vargas. Back over to Higgins. Now back to Criscala again in the wing. Back over to Higgins. Now Vargas. 3 minutes left. And a foul here. They'll start fouling. Going to be on Onikian, his second and the 16th foul. Higgins gives it into Vargas here. Now gives it over to Kirkby. Lost it. And it's taken by Onikian. Under 3 minutes to go. It's a 8-point game. Here's Piscotti. Gives it over to Luckman. Oh no, a travel on Nick Luckman. Higgins over to Criscala, back to Higgins. Oh, lost it. Almost hit the water container there. So Piscotti takes it up, or at least will try to, about 2 minutes to go. Now over to Sanders, puts one up, long three, no good. Shea out to Vargas. 2 minutes to go here. Over to Higgins. Gives it back over to Vargas again. Now back over to Criscala. Out to Higgins again. Now it is Vargas. Gives it out to Shea. Criscala out to Vargas again, 1:40 to go. Another foul here, that'll activate the bonus. It'll be on Piscotti, his second, and it'll be 1-1 from the line for Christian Vargas. Good on the first one as Weidmuller comes in for John Stewart. And a timeout for Pascack Valley. We'll be back in about a minute. 1 minute 37 seconds to go. Score is 58-49. The Pascack Valley Panthers do lead the Pascack Hills Broncos here. Another shot for Christian Vargas. He makes it. It'd be tied. Or sorry, it'd be a 10-point lead. And he does. So the Panthers lead by 10, minute 30 to go. Here's Justin Onikian. Now David Weidmuller. Going to give it out to Sanders. 3 from the wing, it's no good. Keeps it inbounds, nice job. Now Luckman long 3, no good. And Kriskalu going to be fouled. And it'll be on Weidmuller, his third. 8 fouls here, another 1-and-1. Here's 1-and-1 for Michael Kriskalu. Makes the first. And he'll make both, so it's a 12-point lead here. Weidmuller takes it up, minute to go. Now Weidmuller, nice layup there. Another foul here on Onikian. Not happy. No technical foul. It's the third for Onikian. He got in his face there. Minute 03 to go. And another 1-and-1 this time for Jimmy Shea. He's going to make the first one. Misses the second, though. Sanders gives it over to Weidmuller. Minute to go. Weidmuller long 3, no good. And it's Kriskalu who brings it down. Now Vargas, foul again. And it's going to be on Weidmuller, his 4th. Weidmuller 1 away from fouling out of this one. And now the double bonus. So 2 shots from the line for Christian Vargas. Vargas makes the first. That'll make it a 13-point or 12-point game. And he makes both, so Panthers up by 13 here. As now Sanders takes it up. Gives it out to Luckman. 3, contested, no good. And now another foul here on Sanders, I believe. Yes, it is. That's Sanders' 4th or 3rd. And now 2 from the line for Vargas. Makes the first. Some subs coming in. Valley putting in their JV squad, it looks like. Vargas makes the second. He'll come out. 38.5 seconds to go. Sanders over to Piscotti. 3, no good. It'll be rebounded by Evan Scalia. 25 seconds to go. Scalia over to Eli Karolowicz. And it looks like they'll dribble this one out. Nobody looking to foul, just looking for the buzzer to sound. So a final score here, 66-51. It is the Pascack Valley Panthers who take the win over the Pascack Hills Broncos. We thank you all for watching here on the PH Athletics YouTube channel. I'm Matthew Merlino, and we'll see you all next